Hello guys, welcome to Chop Notebook Pot. Today in our kitchen we're gonna be cooking corn chaff. In other words, we have porridge corn. That's corn and beans mixed together in one single pot. So in front of me here I have some ingredients like pepper. I have my ginger, garlic. This is mixed marinade that you can use to cook soups, any other food, fish, meat, anything cookable with this marinade, and crayfish, red oil, and some salt. These are all the ingredients that I'll be using to make the porridge corn / corn chaff. Here on the fire we already have our mixed corn and beans already cooking. So now I'm gonna start by arranging the corn chaff by putting in these ingredients into the pot. So I'm happy to have you guys here today. Join me as we make this delicious Cameroonian dish. Thank you. I'm gonna put in some salt, and later followed by some oil. This is palm oil from Africa. I don't want it to be too oily because I'm on weight loss diet, so I eat less oil. After pouring in your palm oil, you stir so that everything should mix together, and you cover the pot for some minutes for it to boil. After some minutes, you pour in your marinade. You stir for it to mix. And you cover for some minutes. After letting it boil for some minutes, I now pour in my pepper. Pepper is optional because not everybody loves to eat pepper. So if you don't eat pepper, don't worry about it. And you stir. After stirring, you cover for it to simmer for some minutes again. Now it's time for us to put in our crayfish. So I am pouring in the crayfish, and as usual I'm gonna stir for it to mix. So with corn chaff is very easy to make, low budget once you have your corn and your beans at home. If you're in the diaspora, you could easily make it with tin corn or tin beans. It depends on you and your preferences. So also some people also put meat, fish. It depends on you and your preferences, but this is very low budget corn chaff. Anybody can make it, anybody can afford it. You just need to have your corn and your beans, red oil, crayfish, pepper, optional, and salt. Usually back home I usually make it with country onions, but because I don't have country onions here, so I just make it like this low key. Some people also put in bay leaf in it, but I don't have bay leaf at home, so that should not stop you from making a very delicious meal like this one. So this is very low budget, very nutritive. You don't have to spend a lot to have this pot of meal, and it serves you. It can serve you for more than one day. It just depends on you and your preferences. Now I'm going to cover the pot for it to simmer again for some minutes, and then wait for it to get ready. Normally guys, we usually leave the conchaff on the fire after putting all the ingredients for it to boil and for the oil to get into the corn and the beans. So now, as you can see, after boiling for several minutes, it's already getting a very good consistency. I also want to tell you guys a very brief story about Cornchaff. Cornchaff is a locally cooked meal from the northwest region of Cameroon, Bamenda precisely. So, and it's usually eaten during the corn and the bean season. So everyone who grew up in the northwest region of Cameroon knows about this meal. It's a very special delicacy, commonly cooked as well, because corn and beans is something that anyone from the northwest is gonna have at home. So we always have this meal cooked. Some people cook it for commercial purpose, they sell. Some people cook it for home purpose, and the meal is mostly loved by most of us that grew up in the northwest region of Cameroon. Also, like I earlier said, you could put your different types of meat or however you want to make your own. It depends on your preference. It's very easy, accessible, even though it takes more time, especially if you have the raw corn and the raw beans at home. It's gonna take a lot of time to cook before getting to this level. But if you're in the diaspora and you have already pre-cooked beans at home, or pre-cooked corn, I don't know your preferences, you best know what you like. You can also have it like this. You just mix the corn and the beans, and then you put your ingredients like I did here, and you have this very special delicacy. Now guys, your conchaff is ready to serve. As you can see, it's thick, it's tasty, and it's yummy. So you shouldn't stop yourself from having a delicious meal. You can make it just the same way I've made it, without putting the particulars in it and without adding any other extraordinary item into your pot. Just like this, simple and delicious, nutritive for the body, and also energetic. So you have your conchaff, porridge corn, very easy to make. Enjoy with me today and have a blessed Sunday. Ciao. Here we have our delicious porridge corn, conchaff. So very easy, sweet, yummy. Here's the finished product. This is what we call conchaff, Cameroonian conchaff, porridge corn. They eat it in dormitory schools. It's very delicious, everything. See you guys in our next video as we enjoy this delicious dish. Ciao.